feel strongly about. And, you know, for me, it's not, I'm not here just trying to make a dollar. I'm here trying to help people. And I open and close the shop. So I open and close the shop every day. And you come down here, I'm here talking with patients, listening to their stories, giving them advice, sending them to my doctor, letting them, you know, we're actually, we're about to start free yoga and free, we're gonna do red med boot camps, you know, because we just want to offer not only alternative medicine, but alternative, like, you know, health choices for people. We're trying to get people healthy, trying to, you know, help people, you know, deal with their issues and get mentally and physically better, you know, with just, you know, the alternative choices than, you know, all these opiates and oxys and all these other things that people out there, these big pharmaceutical companies are out there trying to push onto people and trying to get them caught up in all kind of side effects and addiction and all these other things. And it's like, you know, for me,
I love it, man. I love it. You're right on top of it. You're right on top of the medical movement, right, where it's at.
Sure, like, it's something like my mother has cancer, and she lost her breast and stuff like that. And so for me, it was just like sitting there and seeing what the chemo medicine did to her, like bumps all in her throat, can't eat in her mouth, fingernails black, no energy, like memory loss, all kind of, it was just horrible. And, you know, like I gave her some oil to kind of swallow down to help with the bumping and the bumps that the chemo is not. 2 days later, she can drink, she can eat again. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, the different. And then, you know, I have people out there that are just taking leaves, flash freezing them, juicing leaves like how you do with you know, the wheatgrass shots. And, you know, they're not even going back to their chemo and cancer doctors and clinics, and they're off in college. And like, there's just so many different aspects of this that is just so helpful to people. I just feel like, you know, marijuana is only a class 1 drug in America, or classified as a class 1 drug, because, you know, what they try to do is they try to get hemp and marijuana in the same thing, so that the hemp industry would kind of crumble, because back then in the days when they were doing that, it was more like the cotton plantations were starting to rise, and they were trying to kind of more hold down, and because the hemp plant or the marijuana plant's a plant that you can't really kind of hold down, they tried to have it classified as like the same as cocaine and heroin, which is crazy. You know what I'm saying? And so
no recording.
Eyes, I can see through the smoke screen, and, you know, I'm always a guy that would always appreciate it and wanted to be on the front lines, getting my nails dirty, and anything that I take to heart. And this is something that I take to heart because, you know, it's the truth, and the truth is always gonna set you free.
I was gonna say, you walk your truth, man, and I respect that. Mad respect for that. Mad respect.
No, mad respect to you guys too, because you guys are on the front lines just like anybody else, and you guys are doing like important work here. And I know people really need to know, like, the realness and really get to see through the smoke screen on what's going on. It's not, and, you know, there's not really too many people that's out there willing to, like, you know, go stand up and, like, you know, put themselves at risk on the front line to, like, for something they believe in. And, you know, I really commend the people that are out there trying to make a difference. And, you know, like, people here, government, they get scared, you know, people, but the coalition of what's going on, these are people that are willing to stand up to the government with their endless amounts of money in pockets, and, you know, do what we can, hit the streets, hit the roads, canvas, talk to people, you know, just go out there and promote to one person at a time, change perception and views by, you know what I mean, articulating truth. And, you know, I'm proud to be a part of that movement, you know what I mean? It's like anything and anything that I can do to help make it happen, and, you know, help, you know, legalize, and, or even, like they said in the Constitution, reasonable access to medical marijuana. That's really all we want, you know what I mean? We really want it legalized, but we can't have these people, like, you know, having commercial, major corporations growing these commercial strains. What about the guy who's been 10, 12 years going through this strain and this strain, crossbreeding this strain and this strain, to finally come up with the strain that works for his particular situation, and then now he's just dealing with that. So what are they gonna do for those kind of people? Like, it's just like, the whole way it's just put together is just like, you know, I don't really think they really talk to too many people on the forefront of the issue. I think, you know, they're talking to, like, maybe like this doctor, this pharmacist, this whatever, and they're getting these like medical or points of views that are still lobbied by pharmaceutical companies. You know what I mean? So the points of views of the people they're talking to, I don't really think is coming across, because no one's going to talk to me from the government. I don't know how many, like, we actually have to go petition and go just to even be heard by the government, you know what I mean? And I think the people with the compassion clubs and the, you know, the people out there, the activists and on the forefront, those are the people you need to talk to. Those are the people that has been on the forefront for years. Those are the people that are knowledgeable about strains and knowledgeable about what's going on. And, you know, I really feel like, you know, until you involve the people who are really out there and who really need, you're never going to come up with something that's for them and that's satisfactory to them and by them without fully dealing with them and having them at the table as a full-on partner and negotiator on how it should be. You know what I mean? For
real, that's for real. Good. That's right up there, and that's a big announcement too. Just so y'all know out there, for the coalition, Reds joined the coalition. Red Meds representing the coalition, and the Little Rascals, I believe, will be doing some stuff with the coalition in the near future.
We're going to be doing shows, we're going to be doing rallies, we're going to be in support. At Red Med, we have, you want to come sign up, or you want to come get pamphlets about information, you want to come down and talk, you need, you know, you need any kind of help in any shape, form, or aspect, and we're here for you, and you know what I mean? We really think that this coalition is detrimental to, you know, helping Canadians and patients have what our Constitution says we should have, which is reasonable access to medical marijuana. And so, you know, I'm there definitely defending that.
Well said, man, well said. And now if people want to come down and check out your location, where are you at?
We're at 231 Abbott Street, right in Gastown. You come by, we're open from 10 till 9 p.m. at night. We're open 7 days a week. Yeah, our doctor is here on Wednesdays from 5 to 9 and Fridays from 5 to 9. And yeah, we welcome everyone and all. And even if you just want to come down and get informed about what's going on, or come down and sign up, or come down and participate in any way, shape, or form, we welcome all supporters. Yeah, and we're here at 231 Abbott Street.
Definitely. Right on, man. Thank you so much for coming on the show, and once again, mad respect. We're going to be showing some cutaways of your performance at the Kush. Just in closing, you know, at the Kush Cup, I know.
Can't start this song unless somebody answers this question. This is my favorite. How the fuck? What's the fucking first thing? What's the first rule in grade 8? Actually, grade 7 when I started. What's the first rule you learn in grade 7 when you start smoking weed? Don't drool. That's a good rule. Can anybody tell me what the most important motherfucking first rule that you learn when you start smoking weed is? Hey, give me, hey. Puff, puff. What? Puff, puff, puff. Yeah, puff, puff. Let's go. Hey, puff, puff, pass. 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 When the grass is green, all the way to me, you got a bad tomato. How can this be so? In Pan City, where the air is cleaner. Pan City got so much blood. They're throwing it out, yo, this is beast. In New York, they want me, and I'm gonna be there. Vaccine calling, and I'm gonna be there. If he back there wants me, and I'm gonna be there. Ready to survive.
at the Kush Cup, I noticed one thing out of all the guys on stage. You know, you went out and represented. You actually walked out and you're out there talking with the medical patients, shaking their hands and talking. I mean, I thought that was like, man, I got to talk to this guy.
No, like I was saying, like for me, it's just like it's an actual honor to be able to do what I do in my eyes, and you know, for me, it's just great to just be able to go out and be not only I get informed a great deal by the patients, and like you'd be surprised on like how much information you can get from some of these patients, which is shocking to me. Why some of these people aren't being tapped and asked like what would work for you, or what do you think, or how do you see us the best way for us, because it's for them. And you know what I mean, I think 60-70% of all patients probably have more information about what's going on in the cannabis and marijuana and medical grade, all that, than the actual experts that the government is sitting down and talking to. You know what I mean? Like, I've tried the government grade marijuana ordered from Health Canada, and it's like, really? You know what I'm saying? So, yeah,
that's for real.
Can't trust that they're gonna put it in the right hands to come up with like connoisseur type product that is, you know, that can articulate to someone who's been dealing on a connoisseur level for the last 20 years. I just don't see a big corporation caring that intricately about their product and how, where, who it's grown, and you know, and getting like, they care about what's the most efficient way getting this to market and maximizing profits. And that mentality has nothing to do with what we're about. You know what I'm saying? It's all about like, how can we get the best, the high CBDs and CBNs, the most ones that are geared towards the pain or the, like, you know, the, whatever ailment that you have. I think, like, you know, that should be like the more of a focus. But you know, at the end of the day, I figure, you know, the government maybe just wants to get, to me, this is silly. Marijuana is a thing that can be bringing in $16 billion of revenue to help fix our roads, schools, taxes, all that stuff. So where in Health Canada is, you know, is spending $16 million on it instead of making $16 billion. It's obvious whoever they've been talking to and whatever they have set up, it's not working. So come talk to somebody else. So forget those who you've been talking to. Come talk to the real people who are really out there, who are really doing it, who really care,
Straight up. And that, you know, that's why we're going to court, where stats and facts matter. They can't smear us, they can't do nothing. All this fire and mold and gardens are going to be such a threat, where us growers like myself are such a threat to public safety that they have to take my permit away. So we're looking forward to taking them to the federal bench and protecting as much as we can the culture that we have, because it seems like a hostile takeover of our culture. And I'm glad to see our foot soldiers out representing like yourself.
All day, and it's just like, you know, how can you expect somebody to have to order through the mail, pay for that, then what, you're gonna pay FedEx their $40 for their overnight because you have serious chest pains or your spine is twisted, and you know, whatever your ailment is, and then you have to wait 24 hours for it to show up, and then you $40 for that plus the price of whatever, like $50 a gram now? Are you serious? There's nothing I've heard about what they propose that equates to reasonable access. And so from that standpoint alone, we're gonna fight till the last man down till we win this. And even if we lose, we're fighting again, we're appealing, we're getting people to sign up, we're gonna go out and rally, we're gonna throw, you know, concerts, we're gonna hand out pamphlets, and we're gonna do whatever it takes, because to me, Canada is way more advanced in thinking than America. And there's no way places like California and Colorado and Washington states should be legalizing anything before Canada, because, you know what I mean, like I always found that, especially in BC, we're at the forefront of all this. We're the leaders of this school, you know what I'm saying? So there's no way that, you know, and that just goes to show, like, you know, what really is going on in Ottawa. Like, you know, they're just trying to, like, hold us down. You can't hold us down. You know what I'm saying? There's too many of us. We're worldwide, or Canada-wide, we're province-wide, all over the world. Like, everybody polled 70% of voters in BC. I mean, yeah, 70% of people can vote in BC. And of the people they polled, 70% of them said they agree that with what we're doing. And you know, just today I wouldn't say, oh, I had firefighters in my shop signing up saying, you're doing great work, Red. Keep it up, man. We agree with this, you know, from city officials to, you know, I've even had police officers say, yo, man, this is awesome, bro, because, you know, we don't have the resources to be wasting time chasing people around and doing all, like, trying to go and bust people with legal roll-ups. Like, we're trying to fight real crime, so we actually think this is actually a good thing that you guys are doing, you know? So on many levels of society, we have support, you know what I mean? And, you know, we have politicians backing us too, so, you know, we have lobbyists backing us, we have athletes, we have every form, shape, and fashion of life and society with us. So I'm 100% confident in the fact that once we actually do get out there and let the government know that this ain't gonna really just go down like that just because you are who you are, I think they'll, you know, realize that, wow, this is really out of our hands, and we might as well put it into the hands of the people who've been supporting this and building this and making it what it is today.
There it is, Civilian Gardens in Canada. That's what this is all about. That's where the fight's at. Good to have you aboard, Red. Thanks for coming on the show.
Chilling with me, and I had great time chilling at the Kush Cup. And you know, we should probably go up and smoke a big fatty in, you know, celebration of our right to do so.
Let's go do that.
Yeah,
we'll see you in the next spot.
Happy 420, everybody.
Happy 420.
Well, business is blossoming at a hydroponic shop in BC. Sales have been smoking hot ever since 2 U.S. states legalized marijuana. The company, called Green Planet, carries everything anyone would need to grow plants, any kind of plants, indoors. In Colorado, it is now legal to have 6 marijuana plants in a secure area.